looking for a new 2D action arcade game? Do you like the game Earthworm Jim? Well, if you answered yes, then check out my review of Johnny Rocket coming up next on Mumbles. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. In today's episode of Mumbles, we are reviewing Johnny Rocket. Now, this is a cool little game that actually the creators offered me a key on, and I was only too happy to oblige on reviewing this game. So, guys, thank you so much for sending me this key to review this game. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, guys, I do have to ask before we get in any further into this game review, please, 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 if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel. I do weekly game reviews on this channel. So there's a lot of content for you guys to watch, as well as new content coming out weekly. So please do subscribe and ring that little notification bell if you have not already. Now, guys, let's jump straight into this review of Johnny Rocket. First things first, I do have to say on this game review, I'm sorry, creators, but I only gave this game a 4 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. Why did I give it a 4 out of 10? You're going to have to watch to stay tuned. But first things first, we will be talking about the description of this game. Guys, this game is available at this time on Xbox One and Windows 10 for a price of $4.99. It is also available on Steam for a price of $9.99, so please be aware of that. Now, guys, as far as the description for this game reads, Johnny Rocket is a 2D comic adventure. In this game, your main goal is to help Johnny fight evil forces. To do that, you run, jump, double jump, shoot enemies. Don't forget about Johnny's secret move. Destroy obstacles or enemies with his head. All levels are unique and have a big variety of enemies. Boss fights are tough. Bet you break your controller trying to defeat any of them. After each boss fight, you will get rewarded with a comic cartoon movie telling you more about Johnny's adventure. Game is hilarious and has a lot of toilet humor. Don't forget to collect the paper. Johnny Rocket gameplay is made of action platforming stylized as a freehand black and white cartoon. Cartoon world feels alive and you can destroy buildings. You get to see a funny cartoon cutscene in between levels. So, guys, in my own words, this is a 2D action adventure game. It's kind of got an Earthworm Jim type of a feel to it a little bit. But for the most part, you're going to understand exactly what this is as soon as you see the footage. It is very much a 2D action adventure game where you jump, hop, and defeat enemies. It's that simple. But is it a good game? Let's find out. First, we're going to start with the graphics, the soundtrack, and the controls. Guys, the one area where Johnny Rocket really, really grabbed me and made me love the game was the graphics. I love the art style of this game. I love that it's hand-drawn. I love that it's different than other games out there in the world. It's something that's unique, and I love the hand-drawn graphics in this game. I can only say top-notch things about the graphics. Soundtrack-wise, guys, I gotta go back to my favorite term. Gaming elevator music. It's here, unfortunately, for Johnny Rocket. It is just music that is there for the sake of being there. It doesn't really serve any purpose. Now, guys, as far as the controls, this game does have very easy to understand controls. Again, I am reviewing this on the Xbox One, so I am using an Xbox One controller, but I could say the controls are very easy to understand. There's not much to them. There's a jump, a double jump, movement with the stick, and then shooting with the X button and bashing your head into enemies with the B button. And it's that simple. That's all there is to the controls on this game. They're very easy to understand, a little bit harder to master because of the way this game moves, but that is the control section of this game. Now we come to the gameplay, guys. Guys, this game is very much a 2D run and gun game. It kind of has an Earthworm Jim feel. Okay. Guys, this game is very much a 2D run and gun game. Basically, what you're going to be doing in this game is trying not to die and destroying the enemies. So as you proceed through each level, there's going to be various obstacles in your way. You can't hit your head on things. You don't want to fall off the map. You don't want to get shot too many times. You only have a certain amount of life, and you have to avoid all of these things as you go on in each area. Now, at the end of each level, of which there is 3, you will be faced with a boss battle, where you basically must shoot and do your best to avoid getting killed by the boss. And guys, it is that simple. That pretty much sums up the entire gameplay section. From what you're seeing here on the screen right now with the gameplay running, what you see literally is what you get. It's not much more complex than that. Now, guys, we're going to come to the cons of this game. The first con that I have is that this game is very short. Guys, for a $4.99 game, I mean, you don't expect it to be very long, but this game literally only has an hour of gameplay time in it and can most likely be beaten in under 30 minutes if you're really going at it. So not a lot here when you consider the price that it's being asked at. So I got to take that into account in the review of this game. The gameplay the game time. So because I do have to take that into account in our review score. The gameplay time, I wish it would have been longer. The second con that I have is that this game is repetitive. I know they claim that the enemies are different, but for the most part, you're going to see a lot of repetition on the enemies. There is slightly different enemies here and there, but for the most part, it is very repetitive, and especially gameplay-wise, this game plays very repetitive. So guys, another con that I have for this game is the story is not strong at all in this game. For a short game, I can understand why they didn't put much of a story in it, but with that being said, I would like to see some more story put into this game. I think it could have really brought something to this game. As the final con that I have for this game is that this game is not very accurate in what it's trying to do. It's very hard to dodge objects in this game, whether it be something that you're jumping up and hitting in the air, or whether it be enemies that you're trying to avoid. Things can kill you very fast in this game, so you need to be aware and understand your surroundings because the controls are not always exact and precise. So guys, those are our cons for this game. Now I'm going to tell you guys why I gave this game a 4 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. As I've said with many games that I have recently reviewed, this game is not a AAA title. It's not a Resident Evil. It's not a Cyberpunk 2077. It's not a Paper Mario. It's not those kind of games. This is a small studio who's making a game. So we do have to, first off, tamper our expectations here a little bit because it is a smaller studio. But with that being said, guys, I was kind of disappointed in this game. The lack of precise controls really annoyed me. The difficulty of this game really annoyed me. The repetitiveness of this game really annoyed me. And the fact that it's only an hour long and they're charging $4 for it really annoyed me. There are some mobile games out there that are only 99 cents that give you more than an hour gameplay. So I'm being really harsh on the price. It's not something I usually do. But I got to be honest here and say, for the price and the bang that you get for your buck, you're probably going to play this one time for an hour and be done, and $4 down the drain. A lot of things you can do with $4. So, guys, it's just one of those things I would have liked to see more. More levels, more game time, better precise controls. And that's why I had to give this game a 4 out of 10 on our Mumbles review. Guys, it's a fun little game. It's a decent little game. If you like these kind of games, I definitely recommend it. But that is the only score that I can give this game, a 4 out of 10 on Mumbles review. Thank you so much, creators, again, for bringing me this game and sending me this key to review this game. I really appreciate it. You might not be very happy with me after the score, but I have to give my honest opinion. Again, I thank you so much for the key to review this game. Anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.